In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made a high-level website that got 45 sales in 30 days. And I did this for one of my clients without spending any money on ads or doing any cold outreach at all. This video will be for you if you want to sell a product or a service on your GoHighlevel website, but you don't know how to design a website that builds trust, that gets more sales, that gets higher conversions. Today, I have 3 things that I want to cover and talk to you about. So the first will be why should you listen to me? Second of all, I'm going to show you how I build funnels that get more sales. And as a bonus, if you stick to the end of this video, I'm going to share the exact launch strategy that got people to buy so you can copy it and implement it on your business. All right, so for the first part of the video, why should you listen to me? The short answer is you don't have to. I'm simply going to share how I help one of my clients get 45 sales for his new program in 30 days. My client is a fitness coach. Before you click off this video, if you're not a fitness coach, what I'm going to share in this video also helps if you're trying to sell some sort of memberships, courses, programs, mentorships, and so on. And even if you're an agency that wants to go after clients that sell these products. Now, my client had also been running his business for a couple of years without a website. His only online presence was Instagram, and that's where he got most of his clients. Just to give you an idea of what my client did is he used to be a personal trainer and do a lot of in-person sessions, but now he was making the transition to more online. And on top of that, he wanted to launch his own course. Now, with my client, we decided on making a one-page funnel for his new course. So what I did is that I built him a modern, professional, and simple funnel. And he launched the course on Instagram and got sales on his website without doing any ads or cold outreach. On his Instagram, he has an audience of 11,000 Instagram followers, and about 503 people clicked on the funnel in the first 30 days. 45 people bought, which results in an 8.5 conversion. And this resulted in $6,100 of new revenue on top of what he was already making for his online course or coming from his online course in the first 30 days. So let me show you what the actual stats were right here. So you see that in the first 30 days from when we launched the course, we had 503 website visits. And here you see a conversation that I was having with him on Instagram, and he let me know that about 45 people sign up for his program. Now, I have to be honest with you. Having a solid website that gets you more sales and that converts is just one piece of a bigger system. He already had an amazing product. He'd already built a loyal Instagram audience, and he already had great client testimonials. I simply helped him build a website that would help convert a higher percentage of those people visiting or clicking on his website. All right, so for the second part of the videos, I'm going to show you how I build funnels that get sales, and I'm going to show you some actual examples that I saw and I found online. And even if you're not a fitness coach, I think this would be great for you because you'll be able to see what things work, what things don't work, things that you can implement on your own websites, and things that you can avoid or mistakes that you don't want to do when you're building your GoHighlevel website. This funnel that you see right here represents the different steps that a prospect might take in order to get or to purchase a product, in this case to purchase his program. So first we have the awareness. So in this case for him, it was posting content on Instagram. In your case might be doing paid ads or doing cold outreach. Now after your prospect is aware of you or your product, there's the consideration and then the conversion. So on the website, the messaging, the copy, the results, the proof, the creative, a lot of that will help somebody consider, but not only that, but also to convert and take that decision to buy the product. So for my client, what we did is we added a clear hero section. I will go over some examples to show you what exactly is a winning hero section. He also made sure that he went after a specific niche or a specific problem. He wasn't too broad. There was also clear call to actions on the website that I built him, making it very easy for his clients to go ahead and purchase his product. We also made sure that we added the dream outcome. So you want to be sure that you sell the vacation and not the plane ticket. We also made sure that we added enough information about the program so that the prospect knew what he was going to get with his purchase. But not only that, but also mentioned bonuses. And I'll talk about these in the last part of the video. We also added, of course, testimonials. That's part of the proof, making sure that more people trust us and buy. And then certifications. He had some coaching certifications that we made sure we added on his site. Now, number 9 is, of course, having a place that it's very easy and very clear for people to actually buy their product once they've already made the decision to do so. And in the case that somebody's not sure, having an FAQ questions to make sure that any questions or any doubts that they have might be answered on the page so that they can make an informed decision. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through 4 different funnels. I'm going to break down things that I like, things that I don't like, and how they implemented these on their website to increase the number of people that buy their products. So the first landing page is this one right here. So at a simple glance, it's very simple. The thing that I think is very cool is that the first sentence is a call out. If you're a 20 to 60-year-old calisthenics beginner looking to learn advanced skills, calling out like a specific group of people so that they feel identified with this product. And then he presents a solution. I think something that he could have done different is that he outlined the name of the program right here. What I think would have been even better is to highlight or outline the dream outcome. So in this case, I think this would have been more powerful. Look good and do crazy stuff in 60 to 90 days. Get this result even if you can't work 3 to 4 times a week, aren't blessed with super genetics, or have no training experience. Making sure that you sell the dream outcome or show what is it that the person is going to get with my product, as well as addressing objections, or in this case, letting know of people you can achieve this without having to sacrifice this or that, or even if you don't have super genetics, making it so that it's more relatable and the copy is speaking to a specific prospect. If we go down here, this serves kind of two purposes. First, you notice here that he said, look good and do crazy stuff in the next 60 to 90 days. So these videos right here kind of support that claim in the hero section, but they also serve as testimonials, kind of like video proof. Like what better proof than having an actual video instead of text? So I thought that was very cool as well. Here is where the copy starts, and he's identifying a problem and then presenting a solution. So in this case, he leads with a question, want to learn more about without having to spend more than 15 to 60 minutes training. So he's already setting the foundations to make that ask. And then after he tells you the solution, in this case, he says, okay, hold on. You may have this question, which is, who am I to tell you this? So clearly addressing the objections or the doubts that a prospect might have before making an informed decision. So in this case, he's identifying who he is, more testimonials and so on, even video proof. I think this is great. And towards the end of this funnel, what I thought was brilliant is that he added this right here. He said, by the way, I've already helped hundreds of calisthenics beginners look good and do crazy stuff. So subconsciously, what he's doing is providing even more proof. A prospect that might have some doubts might see this and say like, okay, there's already hundreds of people that have achieved the dream outcome or do what I want to do. So it makes me more likely to go ahead and get started and work with this coach. And then at the end, leading with a question to incentivize the next step. Now let me show you the second funnel, and this one's a little bit shorter. So this right here is for another online coach that I also found on Instagram. In this case, the one thing I wanted to focus here for now, but the thing that I want you to pay attention to is that this hero section, I wish it would have been a little bit more specific. Certified personal trainer is a little bit too broad. So maybe what she could have done is gone specifically after her niche. One thing that I do like is this here, look good, feel good, and do good. So maybe that would have been something better to highlight here bigger. Something interesting as well is that this copy is very clear and is very empowering as well. I want to help you find confidence, And she ends with this, let's do this thing, baby. This is something that I noticed with different fitness coaches, that they used copy or language that was inviting. If you take a look at this guy right here, he also used language that was not corporate or like superly formal at all. This might not work for every industry. So of course, if you're selling something else, professional service or talking to working professionals, this might not work. But in this case, it felt a little more inviting, less intimidating, especially since they're talking about the personal fitness journey of a person. Going back to this funnel right here, if a woman wanted to look like her or feel like her, in this case, you might convey the sense of confidence, of being in control, of feeling fit, of being in good shape. This already serves as a proof for somebody to be like, okay, I want to look like her, I want to feel like her, so I want to follow her workouts to make sure I look like her as well. And here, what I thought was very cool is that she added a survey right here, so kind of doing a lot of that qualifying as well. For my client, we didn't do this at all, so it's not like there's just one right or one wrong answer. Maybe this would be great for ads where maybe the ask might not be to buy a program right away. This, she's talking about the specific benefits that the person might get when they sign up to their program or their membership. So one-on-one chat, weekly check-ins, and so on. So in this case, she has stacked all of the different benefits in here to make it seem more valuable. For the bio, I do think it's a little bit text heavy. I don't think a lot of people are going to read this right here, but she's sharing a little bit about her journey so people get to know her a little bit more and feel more connected to work with her. Finally, here she has her own app as well, which I know you can do this on GoHighlevel as well with the communities and memberships. So if you're a coach or you're somebody that wants to create your own app, or you're an agency that wants to do this for clients, you can do this as well and advertise it like she did right here. Something cool is that the theme and the colors are very on brand, just black, screens, and so on. So just making sure that everything matches and is cohesive. Now, the next funnel that I wanted to show you is this one right here. And this one, I think there's things that we can do to make it better. Although it's in a different language, the point is that when a client or a prospect lands on a page, they're just gonna scan. So I don't want you to focus on the actual copy, but more as like the general structure and how everything flows. In this case, I see that in the hero section, this headline is very generic, personal training. So he could have done a better job and described specifically who he helps and what he does for them. Another thing that I think was important, which he didn't add, is that in the hero section, there's no clear button. One thing that I did like is this photo right here. So he is shown helping his client. The client is happy. So subconsciously he's communicating like, okay, this is something that's cool. He is friendly, it's inviting, but he's also a professional and looks like he knows what he's doing in this photo right here. Now, this section is a little bit too text heavy, and I would have just laid out everything a little bit differently or spread it out a bit more, added more space here on the sides to make sure that this funnel is more digestible and that the prospect doesn't get lost. I think it's cool that he added some client testimonials right here, but I think it would have been better if these were a little bit bigger or just in a different layout. The one thing that I noticed is that for this funnel, he's added a bunch of links, addresses, and so on. If a prospect was about to make a decision, let's say, okay, they are interested in working with him, but now they go on Instagram and they see a cat suggested video, and next thing you know, they've already forgotten about buying the program. In the previous two examples, you see that there's no other menu items. There's only one call to action. There's no like menus and submenus and so on. Same even here. There's no other external links or anything like that. Just the one action, which is to book a call, buy the course, join the membership. But in this case, however, you see that even if I click right here, there's a bunch of items and a bunch of things where I could just get distracted. So on your funnel, just making sure that you optimize for just having the one CTA and that the customer flow journey is very clear and easy to follow. All right, so the last funnel that I wanted to show you is this one right here. And this copy I thought was brilliant for the hero section. So this says, this isn't a chicken, rice, and broccoli coaching program. So he's already differentiating himself from other coaching programs, other coaches, and so on. But at the same time, it's piquing the curiosity and wanting me to learn more. The one thing that I would do for this funnel is that the button doesn't stand out or doesn't pop as much. So you see that when I hover the button, it becomes orange. So I would just make it so that the button is always orange and pops more and easier to click as well. And then he has a video, which I'm sure he did a great job of showing like client testimonials, selling you more on the product, and just connecting with you more. A section that I really liked was this one right here. Let me just move this right here. In fitness, a lot of people don't like diets, and the fact that on his website he's added this cool section where he's saying some of the benefits or things that they don't need to give up in order to join this program or get the results, is making it so that his program or his offer is a lot more enticing and it stands out as well. So in this case is, we don't want you to restrict foods that you like, we believe in balance, and we want you to keep going to social events, but at the end of the day, this is still a results-driven program. So just making sure that, okay, we're gonna get you to where you wanna go, but you don't have to sacrifice the foods that you like or going to the events. So this makes it so that the funnel is a lot more stronger. And as a prospect, I want to actually join something that will get me the results that I like without effort and sacrifice. The next section is this right here, and I thought this was brilliant. And this is brilliant because there's this section for women and this section for men. I'll just break down one at a time. So he's made it so that there's just one section for women right now, and he has a bunch of transformations. What better reviews than actual client results? And for this space, for this industry, having body transformation from your clients is one of the most powerful testimonials that you can have on your website. But what I liked about this website is that he had a specific section for a specific target avatar. So in this case, it's for women, and he's added this section right here, but then he has the same section but for men. So what this does is that it identifies the target avatar and it makes them know, okay, there's people just like me who achieve the results that I want, and makes it that much more likely to join this coach's program. The one thing that I would change is that for the buttons, the same thing here, they're kind of not popping enough for me. So I would make it so that the buttons are orange, just like this, so they just stand out a little bit more, which can help with conversions and just making sure the customers take the next step. I did notice that he had 3 videos. So what I would do is, instead of having 3 different videos in 3 separate places, I think it would be more helpful as a prospect to just have all of the different benefits in the one video. If I am considering buying his product, I don't feel like I have to watch the 3 videos in order to make a decision. And at the same time, my attention is not distracted, or I have to decide like, oh, which ones, or do I have to watch all of these videos, and so on. It feels very easy to join this program to get the dream outcome. And the copy and the way that these icons are right here, the section is very clear, very well structured, and the website just feels very natural, very welcoming, and makes it that much more likely for somebody to join his program. Again, more proof right here, and just ends with a call to action right here and a place where somebody can very easily fill out the information to join or apply for his program. So those are some of the things that you can look out, making sure that you build a website or a funnel that optimizes to get more conversions, that is designed in a way that is going to optimize customers or prospects buying. It's also very clear, it addresses their doubts, it shows proof, and so on. As a bonus, if you're still watching this video, I'm gonna share the strategy that my client used to launch his product and that got people to buy, so you can copy it. And a lot of the strategy and the way that he deployed his offer and so on were following Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers book. So it's not like we invented something from scratch. These are frameworks and proven processes that work. So here's the 8 things that I identified on his strategy, and hopefully you can take away some of these right here. Number 1 is that he teased a couple weeks before launching, and he was providing updates, documenting the progress. And the way that he did this was he was posting Instagram stories, updating his clients about like, hey guys, I'm working on this specific section of my program and so on, blah, 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 blah. So just teasing it to create awareness to his Instagram followers. Number 2, once the pre-launch date got a lot closer, he started promoting it a lot more often, and he started being more specific, including the benefits, what's included in the course, and the dream outcome to raise more awareness and just let his followers know more about the product. Number 3 is that once he pre-launched, he mentioned how there would be additional content like exclusive material and so on for the people that actually bought the course in that pre-launch period. And number 4 is that during that 30-day pre-launch period, he also had a discounted price to incentivize people actually going ahead and buying in the first 30 days. Number 5 is that on top of that, he had a bonus for the early adopters, or for the first 20 customers in this case. He made it so that they would get a one-on-one with him. And the way that he made it relevant for his program is that he mentioned that for the first 20 people that bought the program, what he would do is that if they had any questions after going through the material and so on, he would be able to jump in on a 30-minute call with them to discuss anything specific about the program or any questions that they had, or if they needed help implementing what he had taught in the program specifically to them to incentivize urgency and people that took action. Number 6 is that for the CTA, he mentioned that get pre-launch access on my site. He didn't ask for like, oh, DM me program to get started and so on. I know now that on GoHighlevel you can do this, and you can leverage automations to automate a lot of this. He made it very easy for his prospects to learn more about the program and actually buy, which was visiting the website funnel. Number 7 is that once the product had actually launched, the way that he kept promoting it without being too direct or like without promoting it was that he just shared Instagram stories of the first few clients going through the program. And this also helped not only to advertise, but show more proof or evidence and seeing how other people were going through the material. For the last one is that he posted stories of him implementing stuff inside the program as well. So that was like another subtle way to keep promoting the course and letting more of his audience know about the benefits or what was included in the program. Hopefully you can take a few of the things that I discussed right here and implement them in your business, whether you're launching a course, a program, and mentorship on your GoHighlevel websites. Now, if you're a business that runs on GoHighlevel, it needs a website that builds you trust, improve your conversions, gets you more sales, or even establishes yourself in your niche, click the link in the description and let's talk. With that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.